Yes. MOB EDC. Back again with something extremely special this time round. Today, we're going to be doing another knife unboxing, but what's inside this box is something that's exclusive, special, and I'm very lucky to still be able to get my hands on it. Let's get straight to it. Okay, so as you can see, it's always going to be a Spyderco. I don't really spend my money on other knives as much, I must say. We have some knife stickers here. This was ordered from Knives and Tools, and they absolutely went in with the stickers. You know, Demco knives, Shark Lock, absolutely beautiful, as you can see. Anyway, let's get to what's inside this special box. All right, now, this is something I've been toying with for a long time. I've seen it for a long time and I thought to myself, this is a real collectible. You know, this is a real addition that I got to add to the collection. But anyway, and like I said, this is an exclusive knife, so I'm very lucky to still be able to get my hands on this knife in September 2025. So let's get into what's in the Spyderco box. A little note regarding the properties of the blade, and just a quick warning to let you know that this blade and this steel is not rust resistant, and it requires proper diligence and maintenance to hold up. The edge and the quality of the blade. Then you have the note from Spyderco, as you do. Little sticker, and then you got your product information and warranty guide. But anyway, this bad boy here. This is the Spyderco Para 3 in 15v steel. You know? Ooh, CPM 15v. Shawn Houston, Triple B, Big Brown Bear stamp on the blade. Golden, Colorado, USA. So this has come from the USA warehouse. And when I say to you, this is an absolute lovely blade. That is an absolute quality knife. The colorway is lovely with the brown G10 scales. And the famous Spyderco compression lock, you just loosen it here and the knife becomes ultra loose. Now, let's get into the specifications of this specific knife. So we have the blade material, Sprint Run, CPM 15v, with the leaf-shaped blade. Blade length of 6.7 centimeters, with a finish on the blade of stonewash, which is absolutely lovely. It adds a nice bit of detail to the knife, I must say. Full flat grind. Close length is 10.9 centimeters, and the overall length is 18.3 centimeters. So it's not so much of a bigger knife. It's quite a nice size for everyday carry. You know, it's not one that will disappear in the pocket, but it's a very nice, demure, cutesy size, I must say. We've got the G10 handles, the brown G10 handles, which is absolutely lovely. Again, I don't really own a brown tan knife, and it gives it more of a military look, in my opinion. I love it. I love how it looks. You've got the famous Spyderco compression lock. Hold the lock here and the blade just drops without any movement at all. So I'm happy I got one with good action straight out the box. It's got a pocket clip, as you can see, the famous Spyderco pocket clip, and it weighs in at 95 grams. Now this knife here, it's a real collectible. You know, it's a sprint run. It's not gonna be around forever. And the 15V still, I'm not even sure if it's being produced any longer. So I must say I was very lucky to get my hands on this knife in 2025, September, towards the end of the year. Yeah, absolutely. Beauty. So this is the sprint run Spyderco Para 3 in 15V. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The action on it is just outstanding. It just snaps open, flies sharp, thumb flick, spidey flick, whichever way floats your boat. And yeah, absolutely exceptional. Now this was ordered on Knives and Tools. It was a pretty penny, I must say, obviously, because it's a sprint run. But at the end of the day, it's a collectible, and again, you're not going to be able to get these forever. So if you can get one, you might as well get one. You know, Spyderco always do release sprint runs a few times a year, but I must say, this is one of the most popular sprint runs that Spyderco have ever produced, and it's basically sold out everywhere. You know, it took quite a long time for me to find this knife. I was searching on USA stores, I was searching on stores in Finland, searching on stores in Poland, and came across Knives and Tools. And I was very, very lucky and fortunate to be able to find they still have this in stock, you know? Spyderco CPM 15V, stone washed, absolutely. So now, as well as the Para 3, let's compare it to something a little smaller, the Dragonfly. Just so you can have a comparison of the size. That's the Para 3 against the Dragonfly. Quick comparisons on the upturn. As you can see here, quite a substantial difference in size, but not so much with the upturn. We have a piece of paper here, and we're gonna go and see if the 15V still lives up to its expectations. Now, I've been watching a few videos on YouTube regarding the 15V steel, and a lot of people have been saying this is the best steel they've ever come across. It's the best steel they can put in a pocket knife. So, and I do know it holds its edge for a very, very long time. I've seen videos of people saying they've been using it consistently for a month, never sharpened it throughout that month, and it's absolutely still slicey, still cutting paper nice and smooth. So we're gonna put this blade to the test. I'm not gonna put it away because it's a collectible and it's a sprint run. No, this is gonna be my everyday user around the house, because obviously UK, you can't bring it out with you. So it's gonna be my everyday user around the house. But anyway, I've got a piece of paper here. Let's see how sharp this knife is out of the box. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. absolutely, oh gosh, this is serious. This is extremely sharp. Yeah. Wow. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's levels. I like that, Spyderco. Yeah, you're coming correct. Okay. The 15V, it feels exceptional. It feels quality. And it feels like it's going to be cutting for a very long time. So yeah, Spyderco Para Free 15V G10 scales, sprint run, BBB logo there, as you can see. Made in Golden, Colorado, USA, on planet Earth. And again, I will say in 2025, September, I was absolutely lucky to be able to get my hands on this knife. It cost me, I believe it was £220, including postage on knives and tools. I did have a discount code, which removed about 5%. So without the discount code, it would have cost about £230. But again, for a knife that you're never going to be able to get for much longer, it's an absolute bargain. Absolute addition to have in your collection. Just look how beautiful it is. Stonewash blade, brown G10 scales, the famous Spyderco compression look that just full shot. It just absolutely full shot, you know? And this is a beautiful, beautiful blade. So yeah, I hope you like the review. Spyderco Para Free in 15V still. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and have yourself an absolute knives day. See you later.